Rwanda is very open for investors and to set up your own company. And also the location, it's literally in the middle of Africa. I found it the perfect spot for me to start my first business. So that was actually the reason why I chose for Rwanda.
If you are a frequent purchaser of Rwandan-made products or a dedicated consumer of crepes, the Winnaz brand is likely familiar to you. This brand has transcended Rwandan borders, gracing the shelves of regional supermarkets not only within Uganda, Burundi, and DRC Congo, but also beyond. This achievement stems from idea conceived in 2013 by a student pursuing a master's degree thesis at Wageningen in the Netherlands. This concept gave rise to Hollanda Fair Foods, a manufacturing company nested in northern Rwanda, Musanze district. The company's purpose is to craft crepes using potato cultivated within Rwanda.
In 2013, I visited Rwanda for my master thesis. I have studied economics at Wageningen University in the Netherlands. And I was doing a research into the potato value chain in Musanze, the north of Rwanda. While I was doing my data collection, I also wrote a business plan to look into opportunities for value addition. I found out with doing a lot of research that potato crisps might be an opportunity because there was no one yet in Rwanda doing anything in adding value for potatoes. So that is how I started in 2015 officially.
As a Boer reflects on his inception, he encountered a formidable challenge when introducing crepes to a population accustomed to consume potatoes in traditional cooked forms, such as boiling, roasting, or oily cooking, locally referred to as ifiriti. How did Hollanda Fair Food navigate this shift in perception surrounding crepes?
In the beginning, many people didn't know what Winnaz is, of course. Our packaging, we don't have transparent packaging, so you cannot see the product. So people were a bit careful at the beginning. They didn't dare to buy it, so it was very tough to sell it. So we had to do a lot of promotions. So do tastings at supermarkets, to introduce it at festivals, at events. I think that many people in Rwanda, they know Winnaz at this point. And I think we are also known as being the best quality, being a pure product. We use pure ingredients. So in quality, we are also the best in the region. And we try to be affordable. So these are some things what we try to do to enter the market and to be the market leader in Rwanda. But I think for the last 8 years that we are in business, we have been the most stable and highest quality snack in the country.
But let's pause for a moment. Boer, could you eliminate your decision to brand your company as Winnaz?
When I started my business, the goal was to improve the livelihoods of the smaller farmers in Musanze and also to create opportunities for the youth in the north. So what we said is that with our crisps, we want to make sure that everyone wins. So that means the farmer are winning, our employees are winning, and also of course Rwanda. So we want to reduce imports, for example, and we also want to show that we can make a lot of beautiful products from the crops grown in Rwanda. So we want to create a winning product, so that everyone wins. That was actually the main goal. And that is how we came up with the name Winnaz, because it is of course not spelled W-I-N-N-E-R-S. That's how we were just playing with it. And then with people from my family, they are designers. So they have been developing the logo and the imigongo on the side of the bag. So that's where we want to show the DNA of Winnaz, that it's coming from the north. And that the goal of our company is to win, of course. So to win in Africa and to make sure that we have the best product of the continent.
Rwanda is consistently lauded among Africa's most business-friendly nations, attributed to the factors such as robust security, equitable law, and interesting incentives. Boer astutely seized the opportunities by investing in farmers who serve as cornerstone of his flavorful crepes that transcended Rwanda borders.
Yeah, so our focus is still Rwanda, but we also sell in the region. So that means Uganda, Burundi, Congo, and also a little bit in Kenya. And we also know it has been sold in Congo-Brazzaville and South Sudan. Even people have seen it in Zambia, but we didn't sell it there ourselves, so these are traders. And we also know from some partners that it has been sold in Belgium. But what we do ourselves as Hollanda Fair Foods, we sell it ourselves directly into Uganda, Burundi, and Congo, and Kenya. But of course, for all the listeners to IGIHE, is that if you want to export our product into Tanzania, Zambia, or any other African countries, or you have even good connections in Europe, of course, please contact us at our email info@hollandafairfoods.com, and we can also discuss a potential partnership.
Why agriculture stands as one of humanity's oldest pursuits, it often fails to interest many, especially the youth. This sentiment is mirrored in Rwanda, where despite employing over 60% of population, its contribution to the national GDP remains below 30%. Furthermore, as March 2022, unemployed rates stood at 17%. But is agriculture genuinely unappealing and unprofitable?
Well, agriculture is one of the most important sectors you have as well at the same time. I mean, this is when you take care of growing the right crops, it's very important for your children that they have the right diet so they can perform very good on school. It is also what I see, especially in Africa, it's also kind of an investment for your family to have like a garden outside the city where you can where you can enjoy the nature and grow crops and everything. So I think it is something very beautiful. But of course, it is always a long-term plan you have. I mean, you cannot make money from day one. First of all, you need to wait for a season. You need to wait 4 months, for example, to get income. You don't not when you get a job after 1 month you have your salary. So it is a very difficult sector, but very, very important, very, very beautiful, and also very, very necessary to work in. So I would really encourage that everyone will invest in agriculture, and to make sure that also in Rwanda we can produce more beautiful products, that we can import less, and that we can enjoy what we grow from our own soils. One of the best examples, what I think still is coffee. When I was first visiting Rwanda in 2013, not many people were drinking coffee, but now it's very popular. Grown from your own soil, and everyone is very proud. I think this is also what makes agriculture beautiful. So I think it is a sector that we need to embrace more, that we need to enjoy more, and I think that's very important.
As Rwanda strives to transition into a middle-income country by 2035, it grapples with persistent negative trade deficit. This underscores the nation's resilience on enterprises like Hollanda Fair Food to augment both volume and diversity of export. Boer, do you feel adequately prepared for this endeavor?
Yeah, what we want to do as Hollanda Fair Foods, we want to become stronger in the regional markets. So that means in Congo, Burundi, Uganda, Kenya, and hopefully also Tanzania. And it's also, besides that, it's also our goal to produce more products, more flavors, more sizes of bags, but also other snacks soon. So we've already tried, for example, it's already in the market, and it's called Tsinda, coming from good Tsinda, so winning. Banana crisps, cassava, sweet potato, orange fleshed. So we also want to have orange fleshed sweet potato crisps and banana crisps, and so you can already find this in Patel, Simba Supermarket, Sawa City, and we also want to explore those snacks more, and so this way we can also offer more types of snacks to our market.